This is one of my most requested recipes. Crispy, boneless chicken smothered in a delicious mushroom gravy and topped with some crunchy almonds. This is my almond chicken. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Dude is behind the camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. And I hope you guys have some faith in me today because, to be quite honest, I had never even heard of almond chicken until you guys all started requesting it. This recipe will be what I imagine it to taste like because I have never had it, and based on my research of what almond chicken is pretty basic compared to other Western Chinese chicken dishes. So I'm going to just put together what I think an almond chicken should taste like. From what I found, usually it is a chicken breast that has been battered and deep fried and then topped with a mushroom gravy that also has canned mushrooms and bamboo shoots and sometimes water chestnut in kind of a brownish gravy, and then topped with almonds from there. You all know that I prefer thighs to chicken breast. And I'm going to be making this in the air fryer. So I'm going to basically use the same recipe I use for General Tso's chicken, lemon chicken, sweet and sour chicken, all done in the air fryer to make them crispy. I have about 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I'm just gonna cut these up into probably 1.5 to 2-inch pieces.
I like to call them BS thighs.
Of course you do, dude. Someone can't be bothered.
Yep.
I'm adding a tablespoon of soy sauce to the chicken and an egg. Now this is kind of like, instead of dredging all the chicken into your egg, I'm just putting the egg in with the chicken before I put the starch on top.
So what you're saying is that the egg came after the chicken?
Okay.
Please excuse the dad joke.
Well, it is Father's Day after all. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
What about me?
And you? While the chicken is marinating, I'm going to prepare the rest of my ingredients that are going to go into the dish. I have a little piece of ginger. It's not even a finger size or a thumb size. It's just a little piece of ginger that I'm going to grate, and it's going to give me about a teaspoon, and that's all I want. And you know what? If you guys don't like ginger, don't even bother. Since I already have the grater out, I'm also going to grate a clove of garlic. You can just mince this or put it through a garlic press, whatever you like. I just put it in the same dish because I will be adding it to cook at the same time. So we're just gonna set that aside. I have 1 stalk of green onion. It's a pretty big stalk, so you can use 2 smaller stalks if that's what you have. In my research, what I found was almond chicken is always served on a bed of lettuce. So I have 3 leaves of romaine lettuce here, and I'm just gonna kind of shred it up and put that on my plate. Okay, I'm just gonna put that on my platter now. I have about 3.5 ounces of shiitake mushrooms. Now, I realize that most recipes I've seen, it's canned mushrooms, and I cannot bring myself to buy a can of mushrooms. I just don't like the texture of those mushrooms, but if that's what you want to use, by all means. I'm just taking off the little stems because they're not, they're very chewy and it's really hard to eat. So I like to take the stems off the shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah, you do that, you mushroom elitist.
Well, and I think the shiitake mushrooms will give the gravy a really nice flavor.
But I agree with you, canned button mushrooms are...
Blah, sorry,
gross.
Just can't.
Gross, dude.
And if you don't want to use shiitake mushrooms, you can always just use regular button mushrooms, whatever you like. But I honestly think fresh is better. Okay, I'm going to thinly slice these mushrooms. This probably looks like a lot of mushrooms as well, but that's because I am not using the bamboo shoots and I'm not using any water chestnuts. So I'm just going to use mushrooms. And again, if that's not what you like, if you want to add bamboo shoots and or water chestnuts, by all means, you can put whatever you like in the sauce, the gravy. Okay, we're using the air fryer today, and I'm going to use about half a cup of potato starch. I'm going to put the potato starch in a plastic bag because I think I have found that this is way easier to dredge the chicken pieces than to each one, like to dredge each piece by piece. This is part of my can't be bothered. I know I'm using a plastic bag, but it really does simplify things. And if you don't want to use a plastic bag, then you're welcome to dredge each piece by piece.
You know, Shake and Bake was onto something.
And I may have to do this in a couple of batches because my air fryer is small. And I am trying to not get put all the liquid. I'm trying to drain as much off of each piece of chicken as I can. Okay, zip it up. Give it a shake. Okay, I've preheated my air fryer to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Put each piece in there. I'm going to give this a spray with vegetable oil. And we're going to cook it for 10 to 12 minutes. And we're going to toss it in between at the midway mark. So turn it on 400 degrees for, say, 12 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, we're going to toast our almonds. Just going to put this on medium heat, maybe a medium low actually. I don't want to burn the almonds. Half a cup of sliced almonds. It's basically a handful. And if you don't have sliced almonds, you can use slivered almonds, or I don't know if I would use whole almonds, just something that will give a little bit of a crunch and some texture. Turning off the heat once you start to see it toast a bit. That took about 4 minutes. Just put them back in this bowl for now. And one way to tell when your almonds are starting to toast is you can start to smell the almonds toasting. That's usually my indicator. Right, putting my pan back on medium heat and adding about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. We'll put our ginger and our garlic in. I'm just going to cook this for about 30 seconds so that we're flavoring the oil. I love the smell of garlic and ginger cooking. Adding our mushrooms. I'm going to cook these for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so you might want to lower the heat a little bit because you don't want the garlic and the ginger to burn while you're cooking the mushrooms. So just make sure that you just lower the heat. And you do have to keep the mushrooms moving, and as they cook, it will start to release a little bit of liquid, and that will help the ginger and the garlic not to burn at the bottom. Okay, now that your mushroom is pretty much cooked through, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of chicken stock. I'm going to scrape up any bits that are at the bottom. And bring that to a simmer. And again, I have it on low heat. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. and 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, and that will just make your brown sauce more brown. And if you don't have dark soy, just use regular soy, it's fine. About a 1/4 teaspoon of ground white pepper, and about 1/2 teaspoon of sesame oil. Stir this in. We'll just wait for it to simmer a bit. All right, I am lowering the heat again. It's already on low. Okay, and I'm gonna make a cornstarch slurry. I'm gonna take 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, adding 1 tablespoon of cool water or room temperature water. And we are using room temperature or cool water because cornstarch won't dissolve otherwise. If you use hot water, it'll just turn into a lump. Okay, once it's dissolved, add it to your sauce. You might not need all of it depending on what kind of consistency you want. So a little bit more. See how that's nicely thickened? Add a little bit more. So it depends on how thick you like your gravy. Okay, I used almost all of the cornstarch slurry. Look at how lovely it's thickened into this like luscious sauce. So good. All right, turning off the heat. Chicken is almost done. For the second batch of chicken, I had to add about a 1/4 cup of potato starch back into the bag so that I could coat the remaining chicken. And again, I cooked it for 6 minutes, flipped them over, gave it another spray of vegetable oil, and cooked for another 6 minutes. So 12 minutes total for each batch with flipping in the middle. All right, here's the second batch. I already placed the first batch on the plate. You know what this totally reminds me of, dude? When we were traveling across Canada, remember that restaurant we went to in Saskatoon?
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the Midwest of Canada, is where Saskatchewan is. And in this restaurant, this woman, she had to come out to meet us because she heard there was a Chinese family from Vancouver in her restaurant. And so when she found out what we ordered, she was a little bit taken back. She's like, oh no, I can cook you something else, because in Vancouver, we have amazing Chinese food and it's not the westernized Chinese food. And so she was a little bit taken back that we would come into her restaurant and eat her Canadian or westernized Chinese food. And I said, oh no, it's fine. We want to try it. And she said, she was just so humbled by our comments, and she sat down and just chatted with us a little bit. And it turned out she was from the same village as my dad. It was just amazing connection. If you want to hear more about that story, you got to check it out. And don't forget your almonds. And maybe you don't need all of it. I maybe used about 2/3 of it.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's enough.
Yeah.
And your green onions. And again, you won't need all of it.
That looks good.
All right. I wonder what this tastes like, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna find out.
Are you all ready for?
Oh yeah. The taste. Whew. So much goodness going on. The smells, the aroma. Really enjoying your series on westernized Chinese dishes that didn't get a whole lot of growing up. Oh, I don't know which one to grab here, dude.
They all look so good.
Oh yeah. Oh, how about this one? Here you go. Oh yeah, the crispiness. You guys hear that? That's air fryer crispiness. Amazing feat. Get that mushroom back on there. Almond. chicken is moist. I wasn't sure about the almonds, but the toasted almonds, nice flavor with the moist chicken. And the sauce is very complimentary, nice textures, smooth flavors. Shiitake mushroom. So much better than canned. Please, people, do fresh mushrooms, so much better. But yeah, so good. Winner.
Thanks, dude. So there it is, my version of almond chicken, and it is so good. For more Western Chinese favorites, check it out. I will see you over there.